Hello everyone, I'm back. My name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an X returns reading for all of my Taurus out there. So this is an X returns reading for all of my Taurus out there for the month of September. So without any further ado, let's jump in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Taurus out there. Let's see what kind of energy are my Taurus dealing with during the month of September? What kind of energies are you dealing with during the month of September? What's going on with my Taurus? What's going on with my Taurus? What's going on with my Taurus right now? Some cards I need to see, some cards I need to see. Okay. As usually, Taurus, you got a full plate. So let's just start from the beginning. Bang, you got a Page of Swords. So you're dealing with some immature energy right now. You're dealing with an immature air sign individual. Very immature, it appears to be. I'm not going to necessarily say this person is younger. It could be younger, or it could be somebody that is that's older that has a very immature personality. Again, an air sign. Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. So you're dealing with a kind of an immature individual here. Now, with that being said, we got the Empress card here, which means the person is digging you. I mean, they do care about you. They do care about you a lot, you know. Yeah, they care about you. But, you know, and then love, fertility. So, in other words, not only do they care about you, it's like they want to have they want to start a future with you, a family with you. Because, again, the Empress, fertility, love, material abundance, wealth. So their heart's in the right place. The head not so much. So that's what's going on with that. In addition here, it looks like you're dealing with another air sign as well. So you got two air signs. And this one is, if I'm honest, just as bad as the other one, actually. This air sign individual here, again, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, this person has a bit of a forked tongue, okay? So you got one person that's kind of thinking, that's acting immature, and then you have a person actually that has a very, that speaks, that acts rather, before they think things through, okay? And they're very harsh with their words. They're very harsh. They really kind of have a reputation. This person, you know, this person kind of tells it like it is, but sometimes the person can kind of go a little bit too far. All right? With that being said, this person, there's something very, moon card, something deceptive about this individual here. There's something very deceptive about this individual. And you're like, well, and you're kind of aware of it. Now, it appears as though what you're trying to do is you're trying to juggle both two things at the same time. It looks like you could possibly be juggling these two individuals at the same time. You're trying to juggle both of them, be like, because hey, the heart wants what it wants, right? So even though this one individual may be immature, and then of course you got this other individual that has somewhat of a forked tongue that kind of speaks what they think and not think about what the long-term effects that's going to be with the people around them. You're still kind of feeling these two people, all right? And you're trying to juggle between the two of them. You're trying to decide, like, okay, which one of these individuals, who should I go with here? Now, we got the Strength card here. So there's definitely seems to be some passion that's there. There's passion there. There's spiritual strength there. So you're trying to hang in there because there's something about both these individuals being as though other people may see them as kind of being negative characters. You see good qualities in both of these people, even though other people don't. But you're kind of seeing the best out of these particular individuals here. And you mean well, and so it's kind of one of them things where it's like, well, I know that they're this way with everybody else, but with me they're different. Or I can change this particular individual. You know, I can make them a better version of themselves and so forth. So, you know, be careful about that though, because sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't always end up the way you think. All right. There's an old saying, and by no means am I calling these guys or gals, you know, these individuals, bad people. I'm just saying this is just an expression that when you dance with the devil don't change. You do. So just keep that in mind, okay? You may be trying to change someone that is pretty comfortable in their own skin. They don't want to change, and they end up changing who you are. Just keep that in mind here. Now, with that being said, we got the World card here. And that is the completion of a journey, the completion of a cycle here. So you're kind of like, you're kind of like in a rebuilding phase. You're kind of like, you know, you're at the end of a cycle. You're starting something new. You have this new sense of liberation. Possibly you're coming off of another relationship. And these particular individuals were just, you know, people that you kind of like, hey, these guys or these girls, these individuals look kind of interesting. So, you know, let me try to see what I can do with these. Let me just see what's going on here. And so you're at the end of a cycle. You've ended something, and you're beginning something else. All right. There's a lot of energy too. There's a lot of energy, a lot of messages, you know, that's going forth. There's a lot of communication that's taking place. So that's good. You're definitely in communication with these individuals, and there's a lot of energy and potential that you think's here. And the Fool card, you're willing to take that leap of faith to see where this thing takes you. So that's where you are right now. All right. So that being said, let's see where your ex is. What kind of energies are your exes feeling right now? What's going on with your ex? What's going on with my Taurus' ex right now? What's going on with my Taurus' ex? What kind of energy are they dealing with? What kind of things are they dealing with right now? Here we go. So, right off the bat here, it looks like your ex is doing some heavy lifting. We got the 10 of Wands. So, right now, your ex is really feeling like they're really in a burden type of situation. They're really burdened by, they're really feeling like they're really burdened right now. They're in a place in their life where they feel like they got to do a lot of heavy lifting, have a lot of responsibilities, it appears, that they're dealing with. So they got a lot of weight, a lot of burden that's on their mind at the moment. Now, with that being said, we got the Emperor card here. And even though they may feel like they're burdened, you know, which is life in general, it appears, they've decided to embrace this responsibility, this burden, put it on their back, and they're gonna keep it moving. They're gonna keep on moving forward. You know what I mean? So they've decided to accept this burden and be responsible about whatever it is, kind of things that they're dealing with. They've decided to be responsible and move forward, to continue to move forward. So that's good. And they're really asserting themselves, and they're building a solid foundation for themselves. Now, with that being said here, that is possibly opened up. You got Two of Swords here. There's just like an indecision going on here, and some choices that they're like, there's a fork in the road here. They can either go this way or they can go that way. But they've opened up some choices for themselves here. Now, on this one road there appears to be, you got the Nine of Wands, where their resolve, if you will, their faith's is kind of being tested, you know, pushing forward. They're feeling like they feel like the world's against them, which kind of like doubles down with the burden and responsibility card. You know, they kind of got to watch their six, keep looking behind their back, because they feel like there's this massive amount of pressure and burden on them. At the same time, though, we got Two of Pentacles. Excuse me, Six of Pentacles. So even though they're feeling like they're burdened and they're dealing with a lot of stress, they decided to take the path of it seems to me that they haven't chosen to take the path of least resistance. They've chosen to turn and take that bad boy right into the fire to deal with all of that. Now, that being said, they're still trying to maintain being generous, being courteous, having an equal give and take. It's kind of like they're kind of like, you know, it's almost as if cleansing by fire. You know, they're putting themselves right in the heart of the star, and they're trying to really discover who it is, what they're about, and they're kind of punishing themselves along the way to do this. Okay, but they believe if they do it, you got this Nine of Cups here, that they're going to have their wishes fulfilled. So what the vibe that I'm definitely getting off of this here, got the Death card here, which is endings and new beginnings. So in other words, they are reinventing themselves. And it's kind of like a trial by fire sort of thing. They've decided to reinvent themselves. They're putting themselves in this position to go through this trial by fire to reinvent themselves, to reinvent themselves, to be a different version of who they were. And with them reinventing themselves, to get like a fresh start. So truly endings and new beginnings. Kind of like, you know, for girls, what you guys do a lot of times is you change the color of your hair. You know, you go from blonde to brunette. You know, like a very deep contrast. If you had long hair, you cut it short. If you had short hair, you go it long. You didn't wear makeup, you start wearing makeup. You wore makeup, you don't wear makeup with guys. You know, if you're somewhat a thin person, you go to the gym, you bulk up. You know, to change your style of dress. You drive this kind of car. You know, you go from a Honda to a I don't know, to a sports car, that type of thing. So there seems to be this process of re-identification. They're trying to discover who they are by this trial by fire sort of thing. And they believe that their wishes are going to be fulfilled, and it's going to open up opportunities for them. New opportunities are on the horizon for them. New opportunities are on the horizon for them. And it looks like the reason why they're in the midst of doing all this, we got this Earth sign individual here. This Queen of Pentacles. Again, an Earth sign person, a Capricorn, or Virgo, or Taurus. So they seem to be in the midst of reinventing themselves with this Earth sign in mind. So with it, and again, an Earth sign is a really nurturing, down to earth, solid foundation type of earth. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is, a really grounded Earth sign. So they're reinventing themselves. It seems to be all in the hopes of this reinventing themselves for this individual, for this Earth sign person here. That's what it appears to be happening here. Now, with that being said, of course, that's the $25,000 question. Are you guys going to be getting back together this month? Are you guys going to be getting back together this month? Are my Tauruses and their ex going to be getting back together this month? Are my Tauruses and ex going to be getting back together this month? Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Well, we got the Four of Swords here. So it appears as though, it seems like there's like a sense of rest, relaxation, contemplation, and like contemplating that's going on. Also, we got the Queen of Pentacles here, which means that there's definitely some paying attention to one's finances, kind of grounding oneself. And there appears to be, you got the Eight of Wands, so there's a lot of energy. So there's possibly some, if I were, my feeling is that, no. This month you guys aren't going to get back together. But there's definitely some communication that's going to be taking place between you two. It's a sense of, there's a sense, you guys are kind of taking a break right now. You're kind of taking a break from each other right now. Okay? And there's a sense of grounding that needs to place, especially with your ex. Your ex is in this process of reinventing themselves, discovering who they are, rediscovering rather who they are. So that they're in the process of doing that. But you guys are, there is some messages, some communication that's still taking place with that being said. So this month No. But the possibility in the future, it's kind of open. Okay? So with that being said, let's see if spirits have any additional information that they would like to bestow upon us before I shut this thing down. Is there any additional information you want to give my Taurus? Is there any additional information you would like to give my Taurus? Is there any additional information you would like to give my Taurus? So, not the right time. So it's not the right time for you guys to get back together. You know, as I was, you know, when I was looking at this before, yeah, it does appear that it's not the right time for you guys to get together right now. It's not. You got to do some healing on your end. Okay, they definitely have to do. You know, they're in the process of, like I said, rediscovery, a transformation, and so it's not the right time. They have to. If you guys are going to get back together, even if you're interested in that, of course, you got to kind of like let them go through what they need to go through right now to kind of get to a place where they're comfortable with themselves. Success. Allowing them to discover who they are, and letting them come to, letting things come full circle with them. You may even like the new person that they turn out to be, you know. And maybe this is like a growing thing that they need to do, a sense of maturity, you know. I mean, like, you know, we all, at times of our lives, like to reinvent ourselves, you know. In the beginning, I used to be an accountant. I was an auditor after I got out of college, and then I'll get into that probably later. Sometime in October, I'll reveal to you guys what my story is and how I got where I got from. It's a very interesting story, put it to you that way. As the time nears, I'll give you guys more details. Anyway, I digress. So, if you let this person, you may like this person is discovering who they are. Rather be male or female, we all have a sense, sometimes we find a sense of rediscovering who we are. And, you know, as I keep talking about rediscovery, I'm looking right at the third card I threw down is, recovery. You know, which is, again, recovery. There, you know, a sense of rediscovery, a sense of recovery. They have to recover from whatever trauma they may have been dealing with. And also recovery, you guys need to need to recover from the relationship that you guys are in. So again, it's not the right time at this moment in time. Just kind of give things that you're doing you, they're doing them. At some point, you will come back together. You guys are staying in communication with each other, so the line of communications are open. So that's always a good thing. So, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you guys haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, again, this is a general reading. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, feel free to get a personal reading. You know, so we can dig a little bit deeper about your specific situation. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to get a personal reading anyway, so I can kind of dig in and tell you, again, dig in and find out what's going on with your specific situation. I'll leave all the information and link below. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.